So, in this section, we are going to look at what's the difference between vectors and lists. So, look, vectors and lists are like very similar, right? So, like, why do we have two data structures? So, okay, we just have like, okay, for this, I don't think you need to put a file to what to say, explore it. I think, okay, yeah, we can put a file, like, not a problem. But according to my book, I haven't done. So, okay, so like vector list difference. Okay, so um, okay, so you just have something like numbers. Okay, this is a vector. So this is a vector. I hope my server is running. So this is a vector, and let me put a numbers list. Okay, so or list of numbers. Okay, numbers list. That will be more concise, right? So okay, look, if you're using Canva and if you just hit delete and it's not deleting, don't worry. Put like, okay, like option delete and it'll get deleted. So that's actually a feature built in Canva so that like you don't mess with Clojure programs. Actually, Clojure programs is tough to read. Look, if you're coming from some other languages, it is tough to read, but you will get used to it. But I think Canva has been designed so that like even beginners can what to say make less mistakes with Clojure. Okay, so that's the thing, right? So numbers list and all those stuff. Okay, so yeah, we just have that. Okay, so now if we just put like numbers of 5 and it just says uh what happened, right? Oh, okay. This is index out of bounds. Okay, so I need to put like okay numbers of 3 or something like that. Okay, so that's the thing. Okay, index out of bounds means look, I just have like 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, till only index 4. If I just put 5, Clojure will get confused. It doesn't return nil and all those things. Okay, so now I can just put like okay numbers list, and I think 3 also works. I just think, but I'm not sure. Okay, yeah, this doesn't work. Okay, this you need to put nth over here. So nth and okay, yeah, now it just works. Okay, so these are all the superficial, that is like difference for the programmer. But what really happens? Okay, and we'll also see something like conj and conj. And let me just try to see the documentation. Okay. Uh, okay. So I think it is numbers, or I think like let me put -1, right? -1 and oh, okay. I think even this is not right. So I think because something is showing red over there, right? So those are all actually hints. But what I say is like initially a person, a person should not even have that help. But okay, anyway, that's okay. Like without Canva, it's very difficult to uh, code and closure. Okay, so okay, conj adds to the last. Okay, so let me just put it as 5. Okay, so let me just put it as 5, right? Okay, so okay, right, come on. Okay, 5. And this adds at the last. Okay, conj also works with list of numbers. So or numbers list. Numbers list. This also works fine, right? But the thing is, conj adds it to the front of the list rather than the back of the list. So if you just notice, why so? Okay, so and you have another thing called cons. Okay, cons. Okay, so okay, and let me also put it over here, right? Cons, and this one, oh, I think I need to put like this. Okay, right. Okay. So, and I'll also put like this. I don't even know whether it'll work with list. Okay, okay. Oh God, I'm just fumbling a lot. So right. So now you've just got this 5 before this numbers. Okay, that's good, right? Okay, that's really good. And now let me just try cons. So here, right, option and enter, and you get it. Okay. But the thing is, cons over here still adds what to say 5 to the front of the list. Oops. Option enter. And over here, it adds to the last of the vector. Why so? Why so? So you need to think. Okay. So, or okay, if even if you don't think, that's okay. But yeah, this is the difference. Like, look, this is how what is it, a vector elements are being stored. Okay, I don't know whether this is how it happens really in memory, but this is how you could remember, right? So you just have this first element, second element, third element, and these are all the index or keys. I think it's better to call it as index. That's the right now. And here is n minus one and nth index. So whenever you just deal with vectors, you know where is the start, where is the end, okay, and kind of what is the position of these vectors. So you know that, okay. So that's the thing. So it is all being stored in a contiguous way. So that like one next to another, right? So that's how it is. So if you want to add something, okay, to the last, it is okay, like last over here, right? So it is very easy. You just put the new stuff over here. After this n, you just put the new stuff over here, right? But in list, what happens is you just have a okay. It is like I don't know whether you would have you have a computer education and know what is linked list. But the thing is, it gets stored like this. You just okay. A list element is nothing but a value and as well as a pointer. Okay, so the pointer is nothing but it contains the information where the next element is being stored in your computer memory. Look, computer, you know, hard disk and SSD, right? So it doesn't mean that okay, everything needs to be stored continuously. So you get the feeling like it has been stored continuously, but the thing is, it might not. Okay, so list is a data type where it's not been stored continuously or contiguously or something like that, right? So next to each other, it's not been stored next to each other. So over here, you just have this numbers list. Okay, zero could be stored in one location, and this, and if you just add what to say, like ONE to it, that is one to it, it might be stored somewhere else in your hard drive or SSD, and a pointer will simply be added to the zero, saying that okay, this is the next element, right? So one good thing about list is like even look, you're just in a vector, you're just storing, and suddenly you just find okay, look, another memory in RAM has been occupied, like or random access memory or the very high speed memory in your computer has been occupied by something. So if you want to store something, I think you need to move all these stuff. But in list, it's not like that. Look, you just store, and you just find that okay, look, the next space is not there, and you can just put it anywhere in your memory and just put the pointer. So that's how it is. And so it is lists, you can have a lot of data in list and still it can fit in memory without much uh, okay, without the programming language moving the data so much. But the thing is, if you want to add something to the okay, let's say you want to add something to the last of the list, it's very difficult because a list size could be very huge. Okay, so maybe like a million elements or something like that. Look, when you come to data science and all, there'll be lot of elements. So a million elements in something. So you need to traverse all this, and finally, what you need to do is you'll just find the value, and the pointer will just say, okay, this is the end of the list. But then you need to what to say find an empty location in your memory. You need to store that and update this pointer so that it points to that empty stuff. Sorry, the points to the new stuff added to the list. Look, this takes a lot of operation, and it is kind of tough. So that's why when you add to when you, even if you put cons to list, the file just gets added at the front. Okay, so that's the thing. So so that's how it is. And just know how the data structures are being stored and use it. So this is the main difference between a list and a vector enclosure. This is what I just feel, and it's easy to add elements to a list at the front. Okay, so in vector it is easy to add to the front, as well as to end. But the thing is, whenever a vector needs to be moved from one place to another, you need to find a big space so that like it gets stored in a continuous fashion. So uh, these are the two type of data. These are the two data types that's been used in Clojure. So anyway, that's it for this video. Let's meet in the next one.